Youngest in the Yacht Club. I'm Vince Serrano. Man, we got a special guest today, live. She is a influencer and a musician. She's also a rapper. We have SoCandy. What's up?
Hello.
Hey, thanks for being on Youngest in the Yacht Club today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, definitely. We always start off Youngest in the Yacht Club with the one question: Who is SoCandy?
Oh man, a happy girl. So
Mm,
Candy is a happy girl, grateful girl, someone who is on a journey to do something that she's aspired to do from a child. Someone who is just extremely ambitious, as someone who has been through trials and tribulations and just doing whatever she can, um, you know, that aligns with her morals to complete the mission. So,
that's
so yeah,
awesome.
that's who So Candy is.
That's awesome. I mean, you said it earlier, but I want everybody on Youngest in the Yacht Club to know where is SoCandy from?
Um, so I tell everybody I'm from Illinois,
Uh huh.
because I graduated high school in Illinois, and that's kind of like where I found myself. But I was a military brat, so I don't really like claim any place. But like, if we want to be
Uh
technical,
huh.
I am from Tampa. Like I was born in Tampa. I was
Wow.
born in Hillsborough
Oh,
County.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm from Tampa.
Yeah, but you lived here. You moved out when you were like 2 months, right?
Yeah, I lived here for 2 months. I was military route. After 2 months of living here, I moved to Alaska.
Wow.
And yeah, like what?
How was
Like
that?
I lived there for 6 years.
Wow.
So it was cool. I mean, you kind of like adapt. Like
Yeah,
it's not like, oh, it's just so cold. Like you just adapt. Like that's just it just is what it is.
for
When you're
sure.
out there. But yeah, it was cool. I mean, I've been to so many places. Like
Yeah.
so, yeah.
I feel like I was a military brat too.
Okay.
Because my mom, even though she wasn't in the military, moved like she did. So I was actually born in New York, but I lived in Buffalo. Then she moved me to Utah.
Oh wow.
Lived 6 years in Utah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Are you a
crazy.
young boy fan?
Uh, I mean, I guess yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The crazy thing is, after Utah, we moved to Puerto Rico.
Oh cool.
Puerto Rico to
You
New
look
York.
like Puerto Rican.
I'm like Dominican, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but it's cool. I get that, all that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
all that. I'm Latino for sure.
Yeah.
But you kind of look Latina.
Well, I don't really
You
know
look.
what I am. To be
You.
honest, my mom was kind of thrown away when she was a
Wow.
child. Yeah, like it was crazy. Like
Damn.
my grandpa is Caucasian.
Wow.
He had an affair with my grandma,
Wow.
and so they came. My mom. Well, my grandma got pregnant, had my mom. It didn't align,
Right, with the families.
because he was Caucasian and his baby mom was black.
Mm,
So, yeah, they ended up throwing her away.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a,
So we don't really know. Like, I know my grandpa's white, but that's kind of it.
that's it.
Yeah.
Man, you gotta do like that ancestry
Yeah.
DNA joint, but you gotta be careful with that too, because they like now take your information, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's wild. It's wild.
hmm
So, how did you get into the music? Like, or actually, you were like a cheerleader, right? For yeah,
Yeah.
I did a little bit of research.
Yeah.
What was like after high school or during high school? Like, what was So Candy like?
So, before high school, I was a gymnast. That's
Mm,
where like the performance stuff started.
wow.
I was a gymnast. So I did gymnastics forever. I was like, when I was little, I was like teaching myself how to do backflips, like
Wow.
dangerous stuff. Like I was getting a mattress out and just flipping
Flip it on the
backwards,
back.
like just because I just wanted to learn how to flip. So my mom ended up putting me in gymnastics,
Wow.
and I ended up like just when I went to go try out, they put me on like team.
Wow.
So yeah, I don't know, it was crazy.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was actually like really good. And I did gymnastics for a while. I ended up getting a mental block, quit gymnastics, and then I went to cheerleading. I cheered in high school, all 4 years on varsity.
Wow.
I ended up being captain my senior year, cheered in college at University of South Alabama. After college, I cheered professionally for the Houston Texans.
Wow.
Yeah.
How was that? How was that experience?
It was cool. I loved it. Like I said, I grew up with a gymnastics background and a cheerleading background. When you get to professional cheerleading, you're not really a cheerleader anymore. You're more of a dancer. Like, I don't know, in high school, you usually have a dance team and a cheer team.
Yeah.
It's not the cheer team anymore. You're now on the dance team. So it was like a whole new world that I was introduced to, and I was having to learn on the spot.
Right.
It was really hard, but it was a good opportunity for me, and I'm just forever grateful. I'll forever be able to say I cheered for the Texans.
That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, you're in the middle of pro games while they're
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, the football players, like, we did appearances a lot, and we'd have to be with the players, so it was cool. I had a great time.
Yeah.
I had a great time.
It's awesome that you did that, because it's like it like gives you. I mean, you understand the Yacht Club. People see the story. They see you, moving around, going city to city, the music stuff, but they don't really see like the background, and that's what we're about. We're about telling like people like, yo, we just come up with this, right? It was something that we did, So, how did you transition from cheering professionally to getting into music?
It was so hard.
Yeah.
It was so hard.
Did you always have a passion for music?
Always. Always had a passion for music. I remember being small and like wanting to just watch like the BET Awards or the MTV Awards and TRL. I just wanted to just watch people perform. I just wanted to do that. Like, this is what I want to do when I grow up. Like, that's always what I've wanted to do.
Wow.
And when I got into cheerleading and gymnastics, and I just felt like that was my first time performing. That's my first time putting on a performance without a mic,
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've always wanted to do this. I got into cheerleading. Before I was cheerleading, I was popular on social media for fitness. You can like Google Fit Like Candy. That was like, a lot of people still follow me from Fit Like Candy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and so transitioning from that to like music, man, it was so hard because people were like so focused on, hey, this is what she does. This is what she puts as her niche, and I just decided to make a quick flip. And I'm like, oh, now I'm a rapper, and people are like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? Yeah. So it's hard.
Are you still into fitness?
I don't promote fitness like I used to.
Okay.
But like, I still am very active in like my fitness journey. I'm always running and eating healthy and things like that, but I just don't promote it as much as I used to.
Right. Is that because like now you are like 100% focused in being a musician?
Yes.
That's
absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. When was the first time you ever got into the studio?
In college.
In college?
College was my first time. Yeah. I used to go by the name Swayze. That was my first.
Okay, Swayze.
That was my first like name, artist name. I went into the studio. They wanted me to sing. I was always with people in the dorms, and we'd be freestyling and like whatever. And they were like, "Well, we're gonna take her to the studio one day." So they took me to the studio. I sung a song, and then after that, I rapped a song. We put a song out or whatever. But that was like my first time in college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you made that like choice, like, hey, look, I'm going into music.
Yeah, I really wanted. There was so much I wanted to do, and I didn't know. I just wanted to be in entertainment. Like it wasn't necessarily like, oh, I just want to be an artist. Like I remember being in college and telling my parents I'm dropping out of college. I want to model, and I was going to move to New York and be this like supermodel. That's like originally what I wanted to do,
And what'd they say?
They were like, if you drop out of college, we're gonna disown you. We're not like, that's literally what they said.
Yeah.
But I ended up doing it anyways, and they like, definitely disowned me. And it was crazy.
You had to be out here by yourself on that dream by yourself.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if you have a passion for something, you're gonna do it regardless of what anybody has to say. Like you're gonna figure it out.
Amen.
And I've always figured it out. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. How's it been now with the music? Like you linked up recently with Trap Beckham, and you linked up with TJ's DJs, and we see you all over. Like that's like royalty in the hip hop industry. How did that come about?
Okay, so linking up with them. I live in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
So people who know about the music scene in Atlanta, they know about the music scene. Like there's always something to do in Atlanta when it comes to entertainment, acting, modeling, music, whatever.
Everything.
So I was just doing my thing in Atlanta. I moved to Atlanta and I was just going to events just to network, And I knew a guy in Colorado. He had actually booked me for my first show, my first like out of town show. He booked me in Colorado. His name's DJ K-Tone. Shout out to him.
Fire.
And he was in Atlanta. It was at a Tony Neal event. And he was like, "Hey, come to this event, come perform." So I was like, okay. So I went out there, I performed, and Trap Beckham was there.
Mm-hmm.
So while I'm performing on the mic, Trap like comes up to me and he's like all in my face or whatever, And
he rocking with you.
Yeah. And we're just having a great time. That performance ends. We exchange Instagrams. At the time, I had a boyfriend, so I like wasn't really responding to people, but like we were just like, hey, bye, whatever. But I ended up getting out of that relationship. I saw him at another networking event in Atlanta, and we exchanged contacts. We ended up making my most streamed song, Tastes Like Candy. And then after that, it's really been history, man. We've just been working. We decided, like, hey, we want to build this business relationship together. We want to work together. And then Trap is actually the one who introduced me to TJ. And then, it's just been history ever since then.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Where do you see, your most streamed song, what was the name of the song?
Taste Like Candy.
Like Candy?
Taste Like Candy, yeah.
How did you come up with the name SoCandy?
SoCandy?
Yeah.
Okay, so my birth name is Candace.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I've always, like, growing up, people always called me Candy. And I kind of hated that. Like, I always felt like that was kind of like sleazy, kind of like I didn't really like the name Candy. I don't know. That's what it gave to me.
Right.
But when I got older, and I started getting into like social media and stuff, I started my first Instagram name, and it was a whole lot of candy. Okay. And so I just stuck with that name. And then I decided I wanted to make my name more of like a brand. And when I started doing fitness, I went to Fit Like Candy. And I actually started my rap career as Fit Like Candy.
Wow.
So you can look up songs that are under Fit Like Candy, but I got rid of that name.
Yeah.
SoCandy came about because I went through this really traumatic, like, business deal with this guy out in Dallas, Texas. Just was like really bad for me.
Man.
So I decided I wanted to just get rid of that identity, the whole Fit Like Candy thing, and I wanted to make something new. So I felt like SoCandy, like candy is like, everybody calls me Candy, and when I think of candy, I think of like bright and sweet and like, sometimes sour, but it's like, just like very positive, right? Like you're just happy when you get candy,
Yeah.
So I thought SoCandy, like, so I'm just SoCandy. I'm so that.
So sweet. So
yeah.
Sometimes you sour.
Yeah, sometimes. That's like 5% of the time.
Yeah,
So,
not a lot, but
not a lot. Yeah,
but enough where it's good.
Yeah,
that's dope. You got any projects coming out that you're promoting? I know we just did a Bag Bars performance and you did The Mayor. That was pretty dope.
The Mayor is definitely dope. I love that song. That was a fun session me and Trap had together. That was really fun. But as far as projects, we're definitely getting ready to drop some new music. Look out for that. Right now, we've got Bikini. That's our last song we just dropped. Unfortunately, the summer is about to be over. But yeah, that was so fun. Go stream Bikini. We've got Taste Like Candy. Everybody loves that. And then don't forget about Get Low, featuring Fat Man Scoop. That's a crazy one.
Oh yeah, that's fire.
Yeah, that's a crazy one. But just putting out music as much as we can. We're just trying to, give the people what they want.
That's fire. That's fire. If you could go back, because, Youngest in the Yacht Club, like we said, people, they see you out there. They see you doing your thing. They see you all moving all over. You're in Tampa today. You're in Atlanta one day. You're performing in Colorado. If you could give somebody, a young girl who is in, that looks up to SoCandy and wants to be like you, what advice would you give them or her?
That if it's truly your passion, or just regardless if it's music or not, whatever your passion is, do it. I forever will say I never want to go on my deathbed like with regret. Like I never want to feel like, oh, I wish I would have done this, or oh, I wish I would have done that. Like whatever it is that you're passionate about, you have to do that because you only get one life, man.
Yeah.
Like you just go for it. I never want to be regretful. And I quit gymnastics when I was younger because I had a mental block. Basically, I was scared to do some of the skills, and that kind of like traumatized me, you know. And I will forever not do something because I'm just scared to do it.
Wow.
Like, yeah.
So you putting yourself out there as long as it aligns with her morals.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. If you could say SoCandy is like the artist, what kind of music is SoCandy doing? Like what type of music? What lane is SoCandy in? I know you're in your own lane, but what lane is that?
So me and Trap coined the name hip hop. So not hip hop, hip hop. It's rap, it's R&B, it's pop, you know, like there's just so many different elements to the music to give it I mean, that's the name, hip hop.
Yeah, hip hop. Yeah, popular hip shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's dope. That's dope. Where's SoCandy at in 5 years?
I want to be at the places that I need to be. I want to be at the festivals. I want to be performing at the music awards. I want to have the accolades and have the awards. I just want to be an household name. I want people to know who I am, you know, and I definitely want people to know that I'm just a good person out here doing this, you know, with a good heart.
That's awesome. I feel like you're like passionate about like keeping your identity at the same time. Like I feel like that's like one of the things like being a female in this industry could be kind of crazy, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I said this on an interview because a lot of people will be like, oh, you know, it's so hard for females out here because of the guys, and you know the guys will just use their power to try to get in your pants and things. Like, listen, do not let that stuff get in your way. Like, there's plenty of people out here that are here for you and here because you're talented. And if you give up because a guy is pursuing you and you know he has an opportunity for you and he won't give it to you because you're pursuing you, that's lazy.
Right, and it may not be the opportunity for you.
Exactly, and that's why it's lazy. Yeah. Because if you give up, you could, if that might have not been the opportunity. Yeah. But there's a bunch of opportunities for you out here, girlfriend. Like, you got to keep going. You've got to keep going.
Piece of advice that you would give yourself, younger self. Maybe it's that gymnast.
My younger self, probably my younger self. Wow, what kind of advice would I give my younger self? I would say do it now, but then I was like, no, I'm not gonna say that because I feel like I've done everything in the pace that I needed to do it. Man,
it's a big question.
That is a really big question. What would I tell myself?
I told myself, don't sell them 42 Bitcoin for those 2 pounds of weed. That's bad news. That's what I did.
Why did you do that?
Because Bitcoin was only at 13 and my plug needed it.
So did you like not?
I needed the weed. It wasn't that important.
Damn.
You see? Right? That's what I would tell myself, right? What would you tell yourself? Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like,
my younger self, I would probably tell my younger self, don't be so naive. But like, I wouldn't tell my younger self that because right now I probably would, but I wouldn't. I'm glad that I went through I'm green and like naive in the beginning of the industry.
Yeah.
You know, and I learned how this shit was in the beginning. You know,
I
lost a fuckload of money in the beginning, you know.
That shit is crazy, right? Scams in the rap industry.
Yeah, but like crazy. I feel like you have to go through it,
right?
To like know, you know what I'm saying. But I lost a fuckload of money.
Maybe you should tell yourself, look, keep going through all the mistakes that you're going through. You're gonna get right where you need to go.
But that's gonna keep the real ones from the ones who don't really care about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if you are truly passionate about it, regardless, I don't care if I'm $0 in my account. Like I still want to do this, and I'm gonna continue to strive.
Yeah, invest. You gotta invest. You'll find a way. You know what I'm saying? It's dope. SoCandy, what would you like the viewers that are listening, that are being introduced to SoCandy right now, what do you want to say to them?
That you can do anything you put your mind to, literally. And I know that sounds cliche, and I know that's what your parents told you when you grew up, but like, no, it's deeper than that. Genuinely, if your mindset is in the right place and you really believe you can do something, you can for real do it. Your world is, you are the Michelangelo to your life. Like, you create whatever you want to create. You just have to believe you can do it.
That's fire. That's fire. Be the architect of your future.
No, for real.
Yeah,
for real.
That's
if you
fire.
have a burning desire to do something, you can do it.
That's fire.
And yeah, for real.
Where can everybody find you, find your music, find, you know what I'm saying, your socials, stream you, all that?
You guys can follow me everywhere at Real SoCandy. And then all my music stuff, all platforms, just SoCandy, SoCandy.
That's fire. Candy, man, we appreciate you being on the show. I feel like we had a good episode, you know?
I feel like I got to know you so much.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, I kind of like gave you back, you know? I don't tell nobody I went to Utah. Like, Yo, but I feel like we relate, you know what I'm saying? So thank you so much for being on the show. This is Youngest in the Yacht Club. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit that notify button so that way when we got people like SoCandy, you guys will be able to find out.